You ever do something you immediately regret and you tell yourself, that wasn't the real me? But what if it was? What if that part of you, the you that you think you know, is actually losing a war for control of your own mind? Well, today we're not just going to explore that war, we're going to give you the actual battle plan. So let's get right to it. Who is really pulling your strings? I mean, seriously, think about it. Every choice you make, every knee-jerk reaction, every time you find yourself mindlessly scrolling, was that really your decision? Or are you just the puppet? It's time to meet the two masters fighting over your controls. All right, first up, let's talk about the animal in the mirror. This is your first master. It's this ancient, primal force that's hardwired directly into your biology. It's like an instinctual program that's always running in the background. We're going to call it the animal. Now, this is the animal's operating code. And honestly, it's not very complicated. It's your factory setting, and it's designed for one thing, and one thing only: survival. It's constantly seeking comfort and safety. It avoids pain like the plague. It chases after any hit of immediate pleasure it can get, and it reacts instantly to anything it sees as a threat with anger or fear. It doesn't think, it doesn't plan ahead, it just reacts. It is pure automatic, and it is relentless. And to be fair, this code is what keeps you alive. It's the reason you pull your hand back from a hot stove without even thinking about it. But here's the problem. If that is the only thing driving you, you're not really living. You're just surviving. You're completely stuck in a loop of just reacting to things. Thankfully, there's another force at play here. So let's meet the ghost in the machine. Now, this is your conscious self. This is the part of you that can actually step back and observe the programming, the part that can see the strings being pulled and, most importantly, can choose to act differently. This is the part of you that can actually overwrite the code. And here is the battlefield, laid out plain and simple. On one side, you have the animal. It's running on pure instinct, on autopilot. It's completely conditioned by your past, and it's only looking for immediate safety. But on the other side, you have the human. And this side operates from intention. It doesn't just react to what happens, it chooses what to create. It's not just trying to survive, it's seeking purpose and growth. One side is stuck in the past, the other projects into the future. One runs on autopilot, the other runs on conscious choice. So, how do you do it? You can't kill the animal. That's not the goal. The goal is to tame it. And the leash you need is forged in that tiny little space between stimulus and response. That little gap between what happens to you and what you choose to do next. Let's make this real. Okay, let's take a common scenario. The stimulus. Someone insults you. What's the animal's code scream? Attack, right? That's the reflex. You feel that hot flash of anger. But in that split second, the human can intervene. You can actually observe the feeling of anger without becoming the anger. You can take a breath. And then you can choose a response that actually serves your purpose, instead of just serving a raw impulse. Or how about this one? The binge. We've all been there. You get that urge to watch just one more episode, and then another. The animal craves that hit of immediate pleasure. It's an easy, reflexive yes. But the human choice is to pause and to think. To ask one simple question: what will the me of tomorrow morning thank me for? That's acting on intention, not on impulse. And this really gets to the core difference. Instinct, you can think of that as the base hardware. It's the program that helps an animal survive out in the wild. But consciousness? That's the advanced software that lets a human truly live. It is the tool that you use to write your own code, to design your own life instead of just enduring it. And that brings us to the real stakes in this whole internal war. Because this choice between these two ways of operating, it's not just some nice philosophical idea. It literally determines whether you are the creator of your life or if you're something far more predictable. I want you to really let this sink in. When you operate on reflex, you become predictable. And when you're predictable, you become controllable. Not just by your own habits, but by algorithms, by marketers, by anyone out there who understands how to push your buttons. You stop being a person and you become a system to be manipulated, a lab animal. So with every choice you make, you're feeding one of these two selves.
So who are you feeding? Are you feeding the animal, the part that just passively consumes, that laughs and gets angry on cue, that obeys, the part that's easily manipulated by every stimulus? Or are you feeding the human, the one who observes, who tries to understand, and then decides for itself, the one who can see the trap and chooses not to step in?
You know, when the animal is in charge, your attention isn't just spent, it's stolen. Every notification, every bit of online outrage, every little distraction, it's actively siphoning your focus and draining your energy. It's a tax on your life that you never agreed to pay. But when the human is at the helm, that entire dynamic changes. Your attention is no longer stolen, it's invested. Your energy isn't just drained away, it's directed. You give it voluntarily, with purpose, to the things that are actually going to build the life you say you want. So all comes down to this. Every moment is a choice. Every click, every word, every single thought. You are either reinforcing the predictable animal or you are empowering the conscious creator. This war is happening inside you right now in this very moment. So I'll ask you one last time. Are you the lab rat in someone else's experiment, or are you the creator of your own life? The choice has always been yours.